I guess I'll challenge you to a Shaolin showdown, and then you got. I wager my dildos of fucking length against your pussy of wetness or some shit. What's the next role that you picking?
I got my man on the bike.
Matter of fact, I guess the cat lady was pussy. This shit is like How can you end the series? Like, we all say, oh, we wanted it should have kept going. But it's like, if it had a justified season ending or series ending, what do you want to see? Do you want to see them grow up? Do you want to see them accomplish their goals? What you gonna say?
For me, a good season or like multiple seasons, like ending, like if you had multiple seasons in one, would be you answering my questions. If you get that. So if they brought I can't
elaborate. So let's just go.
I'm trying to give you an example. That's what I'm trying to think of an example to give you so you know.
Got you.
Something that they didn't explain that should have been explained better.
So in my defense, let's go with Teen Titans, right? People say and it wasn't that great or it didn't end or whatever. What's the premise of the original Teen Titans?
Oh, shit, I don't even know. I thought it was to fight crime, right?
Different people doing their own stuff, different sidekicks or different superpowered humans doing their own stuff and forming a team. Because the first episode of Teen Titans, that's how they all meet. Robin just left Batman. Starfire came from outer space. Cyborg was in the area, but he just became Cyborg and he was still hiding himself. Beast Boy just left the Doom Patrol. Raven. I forgot why she was there. I
thought she just wanted to get away from her dad. She didn't want to be.
Yeah, but how she got in the area?
Oh, how she got in the area? Oh,
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, so they all became together, and then they kind of formed the Titan Tower kind of fast too. Like, like that shit was like the first episode, then the next episode they had the Titan Tower. Like, who made this shit? That's a good question. Who did make the Titan Tower? Like, that's the very first episode. They met each other, and then the second episode, either the first episode they met each other, or it was like episodes after that they showed their origins, whatever. And then it was just like, so when did y'all make this tower? Like, what was I saying before that? I don't know. But anyway, the premise.
They're staying in the Bat Cave.
Okay, ain't no way. Hey, Alfred, send me some funds, big dog. But the premise is, like you said, fighting crime. So how can we really necessarily tell it's the ending? How can you write an ending for a show like that? Do we sit here and be like, Batman pull back up at the end of Teen Titans and be like, hey, Robin, I've seen all the good work that you did. You should come back. And he'd be like, okay. Like,
shit, not if it's Dick Grayson.
Hell no. Dick Grayson, dog. I'm good, big dog. Hey, you go. I was Tim Drake. Hell no, I'm good, big dog. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Shit, he ain't coming back
at all. But that's what you see what I'm saying though. It's like, how can we tell how the ending is supposed to go?
I say a good one is Kids Next Door, like seeing them grow up.
That's
like
facts.
watching them go into a team, because once you reach teenage,
we seen that.
No, I'm saying like that would be a good ending, like seeing them go into a team and then get like kicked out. Saying
I feel like that was valid too.
That you can't participate in this no more. Now if they end up on the side of evil, and they do what they gotta do. But
the life of niggas from down the street. Now the life of niggas from out of the hood.
but yeah, watching them grow up and become teens and get kicked out of Kids Next Door will be a just ending for me. Like, don't show like no other kids or nothing. Like, show them growing up and getting out, being kicked out because of their age. Whether you want to do it one by one, because I don't think all of them are the same age, or two by two.
Didn't they all go to the same school though?
I don't mean you the same age, because you can be in 5th grade and I can be in 4th. I mean, I got an extra year on you.
Close enough. Once you leave, we all gonna be leaving around the same time. So you next.
Yeah, that's why I said
next year.
That's why I said you can make it like you know how most people do a 2-part ending. They can do it like a 2-part ending of half of them in the first part, and then like next year, a year has passed, and now they got
it's your
these
turn.
last
y'all,
few.
Y'all 2/3.
Yeah, and then you be like, I feel satisfied because now you know shit, and do like, you know, a little. I wouldn't recommend it, but do a little backlog to look at the ones that already left, see what they doing now.
Yeah. So, question for you: what you getting in that?
I was done.
No, you wasn't. But you think they should do a Kids Next Door Next Generation?
That's why I said don't. Or teenagers? Teenagers, or like a new elementary school 1 through 5.
Yeah, but how do you just?
That's what I'm saying. Which one were you talking about?
Yeah.
Like you said, next generation. Because I don't. Well,
next generation will be the next set of kids.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's why I said don't end it with another team showing up fighting crime in their stead. Just end it with them being teenagers, and that's it. Don't give nothing else, because then it turns into that where niggas be like, what about the ones that we just
the original
saw?
5?
Yeah, like just end it with them growing up and call it a day. Don't be like Rugrats and do all grown up. We don't need that. Just let them grow up and then stop it.
Because I feel like the Rugrats, to keep it a stack with you, I feel like the Rugrats All Grown Up movie should have been in the Rugrats. That should have been in the Rugrats. Because it explains, because everything you just said, we see them as babies the whole time, and then you show a movie where they're all grown up and what happens in the movie and stuff like that. But then that's just like a snippet of what they're gonna look like when they get grown up and stuff like that. Having its own separate show of them growing up, I'm good, big dog. I'm good. Yeah. Because Tommy looked funny. Chucky's he's still a bitch. After all these years, like, you know, Tommy's still holding Chucky down, giving him advice. Deal is deal. Spike is still older than this dinosaur. I don't know how you survive that long. He'd go. Like, and it's like Angelica's still a dickhead. Come on now. Like, I feel like the All Grown Up movie should have been their ending and kept it at that. And left it at that. And that was it. But, you know, a lot of companies be wanting to milk stuff, and a lot of people be wanting to continue the show. Now, just because we have an opinion and we be like, okay, you can end the show there, and that's cool, I'm satisfied. A lot of people be like, you should make an all grown up show, and we should see how it. Yeah. That's cool though, but eventually it's gonna get old, and you're gonna run out of stuff to make, and then you're gonna just start making anything. At this point, we just making content. That's what we're doing here, right? We're just making content. We just talking at this point. Yeah. So it's like, why not just end it on a high note, on a good note, like you said? See them transition into teenagers, like the Kids Next Door, and then go from there. Because what I think the ending did, they had a it was good. It was okay. Because I think the ending was number 1 being recruited to go to the moon or some shit, or recruiting to go to be Kids Next Door out of space, or Space Next Door, Kids Space Next Door or some shit. I don't know what it was called, but it was something that he was being recruited to go out of space. Now, one, I don't know why he was the only one that got recruited to go out of space, because, you know, he was that nigga though, but, you know, 1 through 5 was those niggas though. So why did they just recruit number 1? So I think that was it was a good ending. But then again, like I said, why they just recruit number one?
Yeah.
But I got one for us though. One I didn't understand was the transition from Shaolin Showdown to Shaolin Chronicles. So I don't know if you ever seen Shaolin Showdown?
No. I think I've seen a little bit, but I like not fully enough to.
Come on.
What you go?
Man.
What network did it come on?
Come on, man. I think it came on 4Kids or Disney or one of them. I forgot which one came on.
Because I didn't watch much Disney if it came on Disney.
Or Nickelodeon.
I was a Cartoon Network kid.
Look it up real quick. I don't remember. You ain't gonna look it up. You ain't gonna look it up.
I'm not. I'm not.
Alright, man. But so long story short, at the end of the series, close to the end of the series, one of the characters, Raimundo, goes rogue. He becomes a villain. So then they spend the next season, getting him to come back to the good side. He comes back to the good side, and then one of the other main characters, who was like a monk, Omi, he turned to the dark side. So they got Raimundo back, but then they lost Omi.
Just to lose somebody else. Got it.
Right? So then they spent that whole season getting Omi back, and then because they was all supposed to get promoted. So the premise of the show was Raimundo, Clay, Kimiko, and Omi all was supposed to be the next Shaolins. I guess. The next, I don't know. So they had 4 elements. They had wind, water, fire, and earth. So
spin-off of
Omi.
Avatar?
I think it came out before Avatar. Possible. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I know how y'all be getting them comments. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I don't remember. But so Omi was a monk, and he lived there his whole life. So the other people came to the, like Clay, Raimundo, and Kimiko, they came to the temple. What's up?
Yeah, I remember the show now. Yeah, he was the one that looked like Krillin, right? But yellow.
That's crazy. But yeah. So, and then he had a little 6 dots, I believe. So he had 6 or 9. One of them.
That's what I said. Looked like Krillin, but with yellow.
He had a real big ass head. So I forgot if it was 6 or 9s. But so everybody else, they was just regular niggas. Clay was a tomboy. Well, he was a cowboy. Raimundo was just I think he was from the hood or some shit. And Kimiko was just a regular girl. And Omi thought, oh, I lived here my whole life and I know everything about everything. So everything monk. So I'm bald, got my head shaved, I got the 6 dots, 8, 9 dots, some shit dots, 69 dots, I don't know. And he thought he was always gonna be the leader, or he was gonna get promoted first. And then when they promoted Raimundo, he was like, Raimundo? This ghetto ass street nigga? I thought I was in Horizon Zero Dawn for a second. Shit. Raimundo be the leader? Nigga, never. So I was like, okay. So then that's when his, because you know how Krillin have his dots. They just straight up.
Yeah.
That nigga turned to a villain. Them bitches turned. And them bitches was formed a fucking a square or some shit. Not a square, a diamond. You had 1 dot in the middle and 1 dot right here and 1 dot right here. I said, nigga, ain't no way. And he was wilding. He was nice though. When he was a villain, he was nice. He was nice as fuck. And then they saved that nigga, and then Raimundo got promoted. And then it was just like, that was it. And then they had Shaolin Chronicles, where they didn't really explain. So then they had this secondary nigga who looks like Omi's brother, but they're not promoted. And it seems like they're doing the whole thing again, but it's like, is this a reboot? Is this a sequel? What are we doing? You just making other shows and that's it. Like, so I'm just like, all right, man. That was a good show. That was a great show. Hey, I recommend Shaolin Showdown. If y'all haven't watched Shaolin Showdown, you should. It's a great show. They got a great character progression. They got a great what's that shit called? Shingon Wu. That's the items they would use. That shit was tough too. You had the monkey of staff. Was like the longer you hold the shit, the more you turn into a monkey. So you got a tail and shit. You jumping around like a monkey. You flipping this shit. Shit, you got the two-tongue tunic. Shit, nigga, you fuck around, put that bitch on. You put on a hoodie. Shit, you be like two-tongue tunic. Shit, ain't nobody fucking with you then, boy. You unmovable. Shit, you got the mantis flip coin, where it's like, shit, if you flip that bitch up, now you jumping and you hopping like a mantis and shit. They had a lot of fucking like items that you do, and it's just like, if you touch, like, everybody's looking for the items, and if you grab the item at the same time, you go into a battle, which is I forgot what the battle was called. But it's something like Gongi Tenpai or some shit. It's called a Shaolin Showdown. It's called a Shaolin Showdown. I believe so. I believe that's what it's called. So you be looking for an item, and then the other person grab it, and they be like, "It's mine. I guess I'll challenge you to a Shaolin Showdown." And then I wager my dildos of fucking length against your pussy of wetness or some shit. So then you like, okay, cool. And then so now if you win, you keep your shit, you get they shit, and you get the item that y'all wasn't wagering for.
You get a dildo, a wet pussy, and then whatever y'all was fighting over.
Yeah, the asshole shittiness.